Hey everyone, thanks for jumping back into the cryptoverse. Today we're going to talk about Chainlink. If you guys like the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up. Also check out the Telegram channel, which you can find a link to in the description below. You guys know how I feel about this. It was only like 6 weeks ago. People were scared. Link was at $8. Everyone was, super frustrated with what was going on, especially with the SEC FUD and everything. And we said no. This is the fear, right? You buy the fear, you sell the greed. Link was at $8, $9. Look how far it's come in such a short period of time. We're not going to be looking at all the custom charts in this video. I know you guys like the custom charts, but we just looked at those about a week ago or so. We're just looking at the trading view. You can see the bull market support band. We wrote it for several months. It currently ranges from around 1596 up to 1761, but at this time we are so far above it. We're all the way up here at around $34 and climbing. So we've always said the reason we hold Link, it's not financial advice, but it increases your risk-adjusted returns because on days when Bitcoin is not doing that well and the rest of the market is generally not doing that well, Link will. Link likes to do its own thing. On bad days for Bitcoin, Link a lot of times will do well, but a lot of times when Link is not doing well, Bitcoin might be doing well. So it goes both ways, and this is why it's worthwhile to have both, in my opinion. Not financial advice, but in my opinion, it's worthwhile to have both in your portfolio because they cancel, bad days for one are sort of canceled out by the good days with the other. Okay, if we look at the Link Ether valuation, it still is not back above its bull market support, which we more or less were above for most of Link's history, right? It's not like we had been below it. This is probably among the longest times we've been below it. In fact, you can kind of see some similarities between this move over here and this one. Let's take a look at this. This one bled about 50% over 63 days before kind of bouncing a little bit. This one bled about 57% over 77 days. And then from there, it rallied back up to the support band 60%. If this one does, then it might be another 70 or 70% from the bottom. So what I'm hoping to see is Link get back above the bull market support band and just get back on track. Take us home. Take us back home where we like to be. If you look at the Link Bitcoin valuation, you can see that, and let's switch this over to say the weekly time frame, and we look at our bull market support band, we are just now getting back into it. So this is one of those other ones that we've tended to be above for the majority of our time. We sometimes come below it, right? Occasionally. This is probably the time where we spent among the most lengthiest amount of times below it. We also spent a while below it here. Now we're almost back up to it. This is a key area. We want to see if we can hold this and move above, okay? One of the things to consider too is our Link Bitcoin Exponential Fit, right? We've said before there's a decent chance we are not able to maintain it, but we're sure as hell going to try. Any asset keeping up with an exponential move against Bitcoin during a bull market is going to be a tall order. Link was able to keep up with it during a bear market and an accumulation phase. And when I say keep up with it, I mean not keep up with Bitcoin, keep up with the exponential move against Bitcoin. This is on a log scale. This is an exponential move. If you switch it off a log scale, you can see this exponential move, okay? We're almost back up. We need to get up to this point up here, not the blue line, but into the green one is what I would say. And that would correspond to around 87 or 88,000 Satoshis. So Link still has a ways to go before we can potentially speculate on it actually being back on track with respect to this exponential fit of the Link Bitcoin valuation. Until then, it's possible that we start a new pattern, right? It's possible that we do something like this, right, or go in this area, and say, this is no longer something we can use to our advantage. We used it for a while. We had a Bitcoin bubble against Link, and now we'll see where we go. One of the things we can look at is our textbook bubble that we had against Bitcoin. So if this is our mean, we've talked about this before. If you go look at, say, a textbook bubble, we're just chopping along the bubble. We go into the mania phase. We had a dead cat bounce here, back down into despair, back up, and then reversion to the mean. Okay, So, and by the way, the mean could just be a lot more of these little bubbles off the mean, right? Where it kind of comes up, maybe it comes back down, and then comes up, and maybe eventually later it has a much more massive move. So, Link right now, again, as we said before, it improves your Sharpe ratio, it improves your Sortino ratio, it increases, it maximizes your risk-adjusted returns on the efficient frontier, which is the reason why I hold it, based on its historical returns and its historical volatility. This is how a lot of times how I can choose coins that I want to hold. Link is one of them. I set it at $8, I set it at $2, I set it at $12, and I'll say it at 34. For the duration of the market cycle, Link is too risky not to hold. For the duration of the market cycle, Link, in my opinion, it's not financial advice, but it's too risky not to hold. We will see corrections. It could be at $20 next week. It could be at $50 next week. I'm talking about for the entire market cycle. Link is too risky not to hold, and I will stand by that whether it dumps 50% or goes up another 100%. Okay? For the duration of the cycle, I think Link is too risky not to hold. If you guys like the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We have the premium list. You can check that out. You can check out the altcoin season sale in the description below. Make sure you lock in the lower rate if you've been wanting to sign up. You get access to weekly reports, weekly videos, premium only live streams, the risk dashboard, the Telegram alerts channel, the Telegram chat room, and more. Make sure you check it out. Subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.